welcome to Recover in Place. For today's mobility routine, we're going to need a ball of some sort, tennis ball, lacrosse ball, something like that to help us out. We're going to need a wall and something to sit on. Alright, for our first thing, you can follow along with me. I'm going to take my lacrosse ball here, I'm going to put it on the ground. I'm going to be working through the bottom of my foot. Alright, so I'm kind of working in a little bit through the toes, bottom of the foot, through the arch. As far as the heel is concerned, you can roll that, but I don't necessarily want to go super hard through there. There's a lot of kind of nerves that go through there. So if you feel any sort of hot, burning, electrical kind of feelings, you want to immediately get off of that. Alright, so for me, again, I got my pain in that kind of bottom part of that foot. So I'm working a little bit through kind of the toes here to start me off. From here, just kind of getting into the pad of the foot, right? Kind of exploring base of that big toe, base of the pinky toe, working through there, working through that mid part of your foot, just to explore that. Kind of find out what, that bottom of your foot feels like. If you want a little bit more out of this, you can always lean down into the ball. If you want a little bit less, shift some of your weight into that back leg. Make it a little bit easier on you. But again, I'm going nice and smooth through this. I'm not trying to race around. If you find a good spot, I can just kind of hang out on it. Or I can do some small passes back and forth. Found a good spot right here, so I'm kind of just hanging out on it, just putting a little bit of compression to it as I kind of just breathe through it. Just kind of exploring that. Let's get the other foot, same thing. Again, rolling in, kind of getting those toes, arch, kind of just explore that foot. Kind of hunt for some tighter areas. You find a really tight spot, you can kind of just hang out on it. Give it a little compression there. If you want a little bit more out of this, you can put more weight into that foot that's on the ball. If you want less, shift your weight back to that back leg. Just rolling through it. Find a really tight spot, you can kind of just hang at it or do some small passes back and forth. I find a good bit, so I'm just kind of hanging out on it. Just continue to breathe as you do this. The bottom of your foot can be pretty rough, so definitely nice and smooth as you do this. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get a little bit into our hamstrings. Alright, so the hamstrings, muscles here on the back side of the leg, they're notoriously tight, especially if I'm doing a little bit more sitting than usual. So I'm going to pick some spots here. I'm going to use the box here to help me out. It's going to be your seat or chair. Firmer surface will definitely give you more out of this. So if you have a really cushy chair, it's probably not going to be as effective. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a couple of spots as I go. I'm going to start kind of here and kind of pick a couple as I go through. So I'm going to find a spot here that's a little bit closer to that sit bone, kind of higher up on the hamstring. Sitting on it, I found a good spot. From here, I'm going to extend my leg. I extend and flex my leg here from my knee, nice and tall through the torso. As I do this, I'm going to get about 8 to 10 here, sort of leg extends and flexes here. Alright, then I'm going to pick another spot, right? So I'm working my way down the leg here. Pick another spot. Same thing, about 8 to 10 here. Alright, moving down towards the knee a little bit more. Same thing, 8 to 10. Spot here. Again, I'm not rolling the back part of the knee, but I'm pretty close here. I'm getting closer to the back part of the knee, but I don't want to go behind the back of the knee. There's definitely a lot of stuff back there that I want to kind of avoid rolling out right now. once I got that, again, I'm gonna get the other leg. All right, so from here, I'm just shifting over. Right, again, I'm going after my other hamstring here. So I'm gonna start high up, closer to that sit bone. Right, from there, it's gonna get that nice extension, flexion through that knee. Get about 8 to 10 reps here. Again, it would be nice and tall. Just going at your pace. This doesn't need to be fast. It's pretty smooth, right? I can just kind of feel it smoothly moving through it. If it's pretty tight, you feel the muscle kind of blip off and stuff like that. You can kind of take your time a little bit slower with the extension and flexion there with that leg. All right, so from here, I'm going to find another spot, work my way down. Another 8 to 10 reps here. Pick another spot. All right, 8 to 10 reps on this. And make sure your ankle is relaxed here, so I'm not pulling my toes up or anything like that. Ankle's nice and relaxed. Good, one last spot. Again, I'm not on the back side of that knee. Shy of it, as you can kind of see here. All right, so from there, we're gonna come on over towards the wall. From here, we're just gonna work into the glutes, right? So I'm gonna start on my right glute here, and I'm gonna just kind of search for some nice spots in that glute. All right, so I'm gonna place the ball on the wall here, and I'm just gonna kind of sit into it. I'm gonna bend my knees, and that way I can kind of control my weight shift side to side. And I'm just hunting around for some nice, good areas. If I find something, I can just kind of hang out on it. I'm just kind of hanging out, and we'll kind of be here for about a minute or so. Right, so I'm just kind of exploring the glutes, right, traveling all around, right, exploring up by the pelvis here, go all the way down through the glute. The glute's a nice big muscle, glute max anyways. So yeah, go ahead and just enjoy the rolling of the glutes. They definitely get neglected a lot. Just sit on them and kind of forget them a little bit. So enjoy rolling them out. Again, still working that breath as you just hunt around for some tight spots. If you find something, again, you can kind of just hang out on it. Do maybe some small passes back and forth. Again, notice how I have my legs bent so I can easily shift back and forth, right, from my weight from side to side. It makes it a lot easier. So once I got that right glute, I'm going to get my left glutes. All right. So I'm just going to start picking a spot there, close to that top part of the pelvis there. Again, just rolling through that glute tissue, just rolling that out. Nice and easy. Again, I've got my legs in this position, so I can easily shift my weight side to side, help kind of find stuff. If I find a good spot, I can kind of just hang out, or again, I can do some small passes with a little bit of weight transfer side to side. Just working through that. You breathe the whole time you're doing it. Just kind of exploring the glutes, find those spots. Also place the ball in different areas too. I can kind of come off of it and place it in another area. have for you today. This has been Recover in Place. Thanks for coming by and checking us out.